So today we're going to talk about finding the surface area of a triangular prism. Triangular prisms are made up of the following faces. So the bases are two triangles. Parallel and congruent faces. Lateral faces are three rectangles. And the height of the triangular prism, or the H, is the distance between the two triangular bases. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and highlight the bases first. So the bases are the triangles. So you're going to highlight those. And the height is what's connecting the two bases. So in this case, the height is going to be right here. I'm going to go ahead and write height. And the triangles are my bases. Okay, so we're going to start with finding the lateral surface area of a triangular prism. One thing I want you to notice on the questions is they usually tell you what shape they're talking about and what they want. One thing I would like for you to remember is that sometimes it just tells you, hey, give me the surface area, and it doesn't say lateral or total. And when they do that, that means that they just want total. They want everything, unless it says lateral. All right, you will do example 1 on your Google form, but I'm going to show you how to do that first with example 2. Okay, so let's look at example 2. Again, the first thing I'm going to do is highlight my bases, which is a triangle. And it has the two bases. Okay, and then I'm just looking for the lateral surface area. And if you cannot recognize what the shape of the base is, the question usually tells you. So that tells you that this is the triangular base. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is identify the height. So remember the line that connects them, that's called your height. And I'm going to circle that because we're going to need it in a minute. All right, so I'm going to kind of split my work, and I'm going to go find lateral surface area. Kind of like what we did for rectangular prisms. It's the same formula. Okay, so if you look over here, I also told you that whenever you see that area on your formula chart, just label the B. That tells you anytime you see that capital B, you're going to come and get it from here, depending on the formula. All right, so we're doing a prism, and right now we're going to work on lateral. So that's how I'm going to choose that formula. And then I'm going to go back to the notes, and I'm going to do the example 2. So that's where I'm getting that formula from. Now the perimeter, the capital P, I'm finding the perimeter of the triangle. So that tells me I need to draw my base. Okay. And then this side is 5. So I'm going to put 5. This side is also 5. And then it looks like the bottom is also 5. So to find the perimeter, I'm going to add all the outside numbers, which is 5 plus 5 plus 5. So the perimeter of the base is going to be 15 inches. Okay. So I'm going to write S equals, and I know the perimeter is 15. And then I had already identified the height, and the height is 14. And I normally put the H first, but I kind of went too fast, I guess. Then all you have to do is put that in decimals and do 15 times 14. So I'm going to put 15 times 14. And the surface area is 210 inches squared. And I'm going to block my answer. Okay, I want to back up a little bit because some of you guys noticed that there's this extra line here in the extra number. So right here, that is labeled 4.5. Now, I do not need that for the perimeter because the perimeter is only the outside numbers, not the inside. So we're only looking at the 5, 5, and 5. That's the reason I didn't even put that there, okay? Kind of like the practice you did yesterday, but since we're only, for this formula, we only need the perimeter of the base, which is a triangle. I didn't need this number, the 4.3, not for this specific question. All right, so go ahead and try example 1 and submit it in your Google form, and then go back and watch video 2, part 2, for the total surface area of triangular prisms.